This video is about Derrick Rose coming straight out of Inglewood, Chicago, Illinois, and how I feel about Derrick Rose as a player. I feel like when he first came out, I think it was the year of, he was the first draft #1 pick from the Chicago Bulls, his hometown. He got drafted in his hometown's team, Chicago Bulls. He from Inglewood. I feel like when he first came out, he was like a type of player. He was the type of player that was incredible, unbelievable. He could do anything. He was one of the bestest point guard of all fucking time. He still is in my #1 book. Still feel like Chicago Bulls made a mistake of sending him to the New York Knicks. The Chicago Bulls did him dirty. His hometown team did him dirty. They should have kept him. He was injured, but he wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad of an injury prone. He still did some numbers with the Chicago Bulls. And I feel like they made a bad mistake by sending him to the New York Knicks. And he should have never joined the Knicks. And all the stuff that he did with the Bulls, that whole crossover, that whole dunking, that whole how speed he was, how the speed he did running down up and down the court. That was incredible. That was dope. That was legend at his finest. And I feel like Derrick Rose deserved the respect. I feel like he underrated as a player. He slept on. I never thought he was trash or overrated. I'm glad he won that MVP. He deserved that MVP, I think, in 2009, 2010. What broke my heart, I think it was in 2012. I remember watching that game where he went down and got injured. When he was holding up to his knee and shit. That's one of the heartbroken sports history when he went down. I feel like if Derrick Rose never went down, the Bulls would have won a championship. Derrick Rose had what it took to make the Bulls win a championship. But that one injury changed his life. It changed everything for him as a player. And I feel like to this day he still regrets. He still regrets that he wished that he would either regrets or he wished that he was a better player. Not a better player, but he wishes that he never went down. He never went injured. He never got injured that year, and I think he still felt like that he should have won it. He should have gave the Bulls his hometown a championship. Too bad it never came into place and never went down because he got injured. He wasn't the same player like he was, like people said. But to me, I never thought that he fell off once he got injured. I always felt like he was still the same Derrick Rose. To me, he was the best. He still is the best. He's still with the New York Knicks. I think he just got with the New York Knicks not too long ago, but with a different jersey. He was jersey 25 in the beginning when he was with the Knicks, but he's not the same player, though, as he was before. But I feel like once he finishes his career, Derrick Rose should finish his career with the Bulls. He might not give him a championship, but the Bulls should get him to come back, and He deserved it. He deserved to be with the Chicago Bulls once his career, once it's his time, once it is his time, once it is his time to retire. I'm gonna put it like that. But Derrick Rose was one of my favorite players when he became a Chicago Bulls. I remember, and Jakeem Noah. I remember the time I did have my ponytail from the back like Jakeem Noah. I stood to this day still trying to grow my hair out to be like Jakeem Noah, cause that was the dopest hairstyle ever from a player like Jakeem Noah. But the Bulls had a squad, y'all. Don't get it twisted. The Bulls had what it took to win a championship like they did in the 90s when they had Jordan and Pimpin, baby, and Rodman. But I feel like if they would have got Carmelo sooner, then it would have been over. It would have been a wrap if they would have got Carmelo Anthony, but that didn't came into place as well. But Derrick Rose, bro, was something special. And I feel sorry for people that missed out on Derrick Rose game and how he was a dog, bro. How he was. Derrick Rose was that nigga. He was like, shit, I don't know if I could say he was like the next Penny Hardaway. But people in this generation that seen Ja Morant, that's they Derrick Rose. But I guess I could say my Ja Morant was Derrick Rose. Before it was Ja Morant in this generation, it was Derrick motherfucking Rose. And I'm glad Derrick Rose still doing good. He's mentally good. He's doing his thing. He's not the good player, though. He didn't let injuries or he never let the haters stop him from retiring, stop him from leaving the game of basketball. And I'm glad Derrick Rose is keeping it pushing. And I just fuck with Derrick Rose. And Derrick Rose will always be a Chicago Bull, no matter what. And I'm still fucking with Derrick Rose. And like you said, why can't be MVP? He made it possible, and I respect that nigga to this day. His grind, his hustle, and every time he came and played with the Chicago Bulls, he made it happen. It just breaks my heart that he might not win the ring, and that's okay. But Derrick Rose is a Hall of Famer in my book. And I wish he never got hurt. I think in 2012. I think that was 2012 when the announcement said that he was holding on his knees. But yeah. This video is about Derrick Rose, and once he finished career, you know the team he should be with, the Bulls. And peace, y'all. Much love and respect to Derrick Rose.